People who love dogs aren't just animal lovers. They're different in ways most people don't notice. And if you're one of them, this might feel uncomfortably accurate. Dog lovers don't connect loudly. They connect quietly. They don't need constant validation. They don't crave attention. They crave presence. Because somewhere along the way, they learned a painful lesson. Words lie. Promises break. People change. But loyalty? Real loyalty doesn't speak. It stays. That's why dogs feel safer. A dog doesn't ask who you were yesterday. A dog doesn't measure your success. A dog doesn't disappear when you're at your worst. It simply stays. And psychologically, that matters more than we admit. People who love dogs are often highly sensitive, not weak, but deeply perceptive. They read tone. They notice energy. They sense shifts before words are spoken. Which is also why human relationships exhaust them. They feel too much. They absorb too much. And over time, they learn to protect themselves, not by building walls, but by choosing silence. Dogs understand silence. There's another pattern most people miss. Dog lovers usually had to grow up emotionally early. They became the listener. The fixer. The one who didn't get comfort, but learned how to give it. So when a dog rests its head on them, it feels familiar. Not because it's cute. But because for once, the care flows both ways. Psychologically, dogs offer something rare. Unconditional positive regard. No performance. No masks. No explanations. Just acceptance. And acceptance heals parts of the brain that constant judgment damages. That's why dog lovers don't fear being alone. They fear being misunderstood. They don't need crowds. They need connection that feels real. Another uncomfortable truth. Many dog lovers trust animals more than people. Not because they hate humans. But because experience taught them patterns. Humans attach conditions. Dogs don't. Humans leave when things get messy. Dogs stay. So over time, dog lovers stop begging for emotional safety from the wrong places. They choose it wisely. They choose it quietly. They choose it with a heartbeat that won't betray them. And here's the part few talk about. Dog lovers often hide pain extremely well. Because they've learned that vulnerability doesn't always lead to care. Sometimes it leads to being used. So they smile. They function. They keep going. And when the world becomes too heavy, they come home to the one being that doesn't ask them to explain their sadness. A dog doesn't say, "Be stronger." A dog says, "Sit. I'm here." That kind of presence rewires the nervous system. It lowers anxiety. It slows the heart. It reminds the body that safety still exists. Which is why dog lovers feel deeper, even when they say less. They don't chase people. They observe. They don't beg for loyalty. They recognize it. They don't fall for noise. They fall for consistency. And if you're a dog lover watching this, here's the truth you rarely hear. You're not cold. You're not distant. You're not antisocial. You're selective. Because you know what it feels like to give your heart to something that never breaks it. And once you experience that level of trust, you stop settling for less. So if you've ever felt more understood by a dog than a human, it's not weakness. It's wisdom. And the right people, they'll recognize it. Until then, you already know who stays. And if this video made you feel understood, subscribe to At.PsyFly. Because here, we don't ignore the darkness. We understand it.